Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, and Amon G. Carter Stadium, and anytime the TCU Horned Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Baugh, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Tomlinson. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the UCF Knights taking on the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is a type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
They'll run the off-tackle play here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? So just like this, and put them on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So UCF's offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we'll see just how effective they can be on the ground running against a backer like this.
But they're going to do what they do, and they're going to feature their guy. He's an elite running back. You're a great linebacker. Let's see who wins this battle.
There have been entire defenses that haven't been able to slow this running back down. This linebacker, though, he's got the athleticism to do it himself.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Right back to the well. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
The Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Discards a man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do.
And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Harvey. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Catch in the middle. It's Pittman. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job. Hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got it. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs.
Green 25.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCF! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. First down to start the drive after the break. Using the quick game. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Offense lining up quickly. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Fires to the wideout. He's got him wide open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Knights are rolling down the field. Looking to throw it again. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball. So big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Quick strike complete. Dragged down. but not before getting the first down. He's going to pass. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Knights. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tulsa found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Golden Hurricanes football. Those folks in Chapman Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer.
Open runway ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
The Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the... Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Pittman. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Touch pass on the right. Can anyone catch him? The 20. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, UCF! And the route is on.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Makes the quick grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion on the out. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
And the timing just a hair off. This is a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hoover. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Slips away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Hudson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to throw. It's Jefferson. Fires to the tight end. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next.
He's loose. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Dances away to buy time. On the move, he fires. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers.
Touchdown, Knights! And the punishment has been extended. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. Looking to pass. It's Jefferson. Pressure coming. Now adjusting. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Gets it out fast. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, UCF! And the stomping has commenced. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A 1st down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Knights! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead's a little more comfortable now as victory here in week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a... Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Hit as he throws. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Hoover coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Steps away. He'll pull it down. On the move is the 30. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a...
It's a fumble! And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field. Oh, look out!
Oh, and it was so positive, and you did such a good job scrambling and making a play, but finish it. Finish that play understanding, I got some positive yards. Let's get down. Let's take care of the football. Didn't do a good job at the end of the run.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for touchdown, UCF! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a depth.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense has it. They're going the other way. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback.
Touchdown, Knights! And the route is on. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome. And certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! And the punishment has been extended. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. Fires to the right. It's complete. Hit the afterburners, kid. At the 20. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point is good. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should
hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Knights. And the stomping has commenced. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop you.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent to them.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The defense will take a timeout, 25 seconds left to play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The offense set for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Jefferson. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. He wants to pass it on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hudson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play.